What's cracking, soldiers? MANdler here at the Man Cave. Hopefully you all had a nice weekend. It's something to rectify your pussy parts and become the man that you were destined to be. Now, quick Ask MANdler question. I think I accidentally deleted this question, so I'm not going to read it from my phone or my computer. So, but I'll give you the gist of it. Homeboy wants to know, whenever we're doing Arnold presses, you know, the Arnold presses right here, how it is that we do so without getting the pain that he is getting in his shoulders, and specifically what he says, the rotator cuffs. And it's very simple. Whenever you're having any chronic pain, because I'm assuming this is basically chronic pain that has developed over time from misuse and imbalance, and I'll address both of those in a second, but I'm assuming it's that instead of acute pain, which is just, you know, something got snapped up and feeling really shitty really quick, instantly, so to say. But addressing this, the number one thing you have to think about is form. A lot of times, the mistakes I see people make with this exercise, which is traditionally a shoulder exercise where you're on a military bench and you're pressing dumbbells and you pronate them like such. A lot of times I see people do, which is wrong, is number one, when they're pressing up, they don't get their head through. So they're pressing out. So what you want, even if you're on a military bench, you want to get your chest through. So instead of pressing like this, you're pressing like right there. What that's going to do is it's going to keep everything aligned, and it's going to be a very inefficient or a very efficient lift. If you're not doing it that way and you're pressing out forward, that's going to cause a lot of shear force on your shoulders. It's going to be really bad. Now, the second mistake I see people make is when they bring it down, they feel the need to bring it together. I don't know why people do that. Maybe they saw Arnold do it back in the day, but the fact of the matter is that's very, very hard on your shoulders. A couple things wrong there. Number one, it's causing a lot of shear force on your shoulders. They're not meant to go right there. And another thing, which makes it very inefficient, is whenever you're doing any pressing movement, bench press, overhead, whatever, you want to keep your upper back tight. And I like keeping my shoulder blades, my scapula, completely retracted. So whether I'm benching or whether I'm doing any military press, I want to keep my shoulder blades retracted. So whenever we're coming right here, bring them together, if you notice, I'm going to roll forward like that, and you don't want to do that. So it makes it very inefficient, as well as making just causing a lot of shear force. So those are the two things mainly you want to address: proper form. So make sure you get your head through so that everything at the top is completely aligned and it's in a very efficient lift, so that you're using your upper back to stabilize and stay tight, as well as your triceps and your shoulders to move the weight. And also, don't bring it forward like that, okay? So if you do that on top of also making sure you're properly warmed up, so you have a proper dynamic warm-up that you have in place to prepare your body to do the exercise you're getting ready for, which in this case is the Arnold press. And also, a lot of meatheads are bad about this. You also want to make sure that you don't form any imbalances. And I talked about imbalances and overuse earlier. It's because a lot of meatheads train what they see in the mirror. They don't see anything in the back, so they don't really get any gratification from that. So what you want to do to avoid that and cause any problems from imbalances, because a lot of guys, they'll train their chest, their shoulders, and that's it. What happens is you eventually roll forward, and it's going to cause a lot of imbalances and ultimately a lot of injuries over time. So make sure, like I said, you get your form down, you make sure you have a proper warm-up, and you make sure you train your posterior as well. So train upper back, train rows, pull-ups, any band work. You know, that's going to be the key to making sure that you get the most out of doing the Arnold press, all right? Because it's a great exercise, and although I don't use it as a core lift, I use it more as a kind of a supplemental lift. It's a great exercise, and you're going to get a lot out of it as long as you're doing it right, okay? So hopefully that helps. If you have any other questions about any movements like that, any exercises, please shoot them my way, because I want to see y'all get the most out of each and every exercise that you're implementing. And it's really not that difficult. It's actually very simple. It's just sometimes it's not easy. So Make sure if you have any questions, send them my way. Go EliteSC@gmail.com, subject line Ask MANdler. And also, big news tonight. From tonight at midnight all the way till Friday at midnight, you can get any and all of my products all for 50% off. So what you can do to gain access for that, which is all my programs, whether you're trying to eat right, train right, get strong, get ripped, get jacked, whatever it is, I've got a plan for you. So just click the link below, check out what I got for you, and make sure you get these this week when it is on the cheap. All of them are 50% off. So if you want to get access to that, do it now. Click the link below, 50% off. Hopefully it helps in your problems, and like I said, if you do have other problems, send them my way. Go EliteSC@gmail.com. Have a good night, soldiers. MANdler. Out.